in startup marketing, social media, in digital India. So today you are all familiar with startups, new companies which are starting business. Okay, and when these new companies start business, they have to compete with larger corporations. Now traditionally, if a new company was starting business, it would have been very difficult for it to compete with an established company because large amount of money was required to be spent on advertising and promotion. Okay, now for example, we have Unilever with sales of around 50,000 crores. If a new company wants to enter the FMCG business, it cannot compete with a company like Unilever. Unilever might be spending crores on advertising, right? But this new company will not be able to spend such a large amount on advertising. But with digital media, it is possible for a small company to compete with a large established company. Okay. So startups today have been very successful, and the reason startups have been successful is because they are able to take advantage of digital marketing and social media for promoting their products. They cannot compete with traditional marketing and advertising, but they can compete in social media and digital marketing. So the agenda what we will be discussing today would be India's digital landscape, marketing frameworks and platforms, organic and paid growth strategies, unit economics and optimization, ethics, analytics and future challenges. Now India's digital explosion. You know, we have a population of 1.4 billion approximately, and out of that population we have 820 million active internet users. This figure is more than okay, 820 million active internet users. This figure is more than the population of several countries, including US. So there is a massive base for people who have access to internet, and thereby they can be contacted through digital marketing. Social media penetration. High social media penetration is evident with average daily usage exceeding 2.5 hours. Now, 820 million active users, out of which every user on an average spends 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours they are spending per day on an average on social media. So this becomes a huge market for promoting goods. You have 840 million people who are spending 2.5 hours every day. Mobile first economy. Now out of this 820 million, 94.5% of them are accessing this social media through mobile phones. 95%. So mobile phones have replaced laptops and desktops as the media for accessing digital content. Startups was transitioned from traditional mass media to hyper-targeted social ecosystems to navigate the initial valley of death. Now, you have to understand these terms. traditional mass media. Startups must transition from traditional mass media. What is traditional mass media? Television, newspaper, yes. Television, newspaper, magazines. If you give a 10-second advertisement on a television channel, it might cost 10 lakh rupees. Full page advertisement on Times of India might cost 10-15 lakh rupees. Right? On the other hand, you can advertise or promote your product on the digital media even with 100 rupees. Okay? So that is where the startups have an advantage, that you are able to convince people, promote your product on a very small budget, which is not possible in the traditional media and advertising. That says hyper-targeted social ecosystem. Hyper-targeted means when I give an advertisement on television, I don't know who is watching it. Only thing I know is 10 lakh people will be watching my ad. But for 10 lakh people there, how many adults, how many people, how many males, how many females, which age groups, I have no idea at all. But in case of digital marketing, you can specifically target. I want males in the age group of 25 to 35 and certain behavioral patterns also. Maybe interest in bikes, interest in new products. So this is how we can target a specific group of customers through digital marketing, which is not possible through traditional mass marketing. Now, if we look at traditional marketing and startup marketing, social media, feature here, the goal is to increase brand equity and create awareness. There, user acquisition and retention is the goal in case of social media marketing. Now, brand equity and awareness. What is brand equity? How do you calculate the worth of a brand? Today, which are the top brands in the world? Can you name? Okay. Unilever is a company. They have different brands. Okay. ITC again is a company. See, some of the biggest brands in the world today are Microsoft, okay. Then Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola had been #1 brand in the world for around 20-30 years. See, then Google. All these are top brands. In India, which is the topmost brand? Which is the #1 brand in India? For several years it has been #1. And across all product categories, it is the most well-known brand. And Colgate. Okay. So, brand equity means the worth of a brand. So, in traditional marketing, the goal was to create awareness. Goal of advertising was to create awareness and build brand equity, increase the value of a brand. Whereas in case of startup marketing and social media, the goal is to acquire user and retain user. So here focus will be on acquiring new customers. Startup है तो see here in traditional marketing, when you have a new product, you are trying to create awareness. Okay, you are not focusing that creating awareness may not result in sales. Okay, but here acquiring users of our product and then retaining them. This process is faster. Budget in traditional marketing, fixed budget with large outlays. So if a company wanted to enter FMCG business, it would have several hundred crores of budget of money to spend on advertising. Here it is a dynamic process, not fixed. Your budget varies. You can use anything from 100 rupees to 10,000 to 1 crore rupees on promotion of product. Iterative process, lean process. You use one method, then you change, you use another method, then third method, and so on. Feedback was delayed. Traditionally, how do you collect feedback? To carry out a survey, find out whether people are satisfied or not. It takes a lot of time. Here we have real-time engagement. Immediate feedback is available. Once you place an order, Zomato or Swiggy, the moment the order is delivered, you will ask, how do you rate this? 1, 2, 3, 5 stars. So feedback is immediate. In traditional marketing, the feedback took several months. Targeting in traditional marketing, we were focusing only on demographics. So what is demographic? Population characteristics. Population characteristics means age, income, occupation, gender. Okay. Here you have psychographic and behavioral. So what is psychographic? What is psychographic? Values and lifestyle. Okay. And behavioral. Okay. So here we are able to identify the behavior of the consumer and then accordingly target consumers who have a particular kind of psychographic profile or behavior. Now, how do companies know about it? How do companies know about your behavior? आपका behavior कैसा है? How will companies know about it? ये information कहाँ से मिलती है? Today with internet knows everything about you. Whenever you visit a website, there are cookies. They are recording every move you make, which websites you are visiting, which pages you are visiting, how much time you spend on which pages, on which websites, what kind of products, what are your areas of interest. Everything is known to the internet. Internet knows everything. Your browser knows more about you than your parents. Why? Because of cookies, it is recording everything. So that is why The behavior is also known. So we can target people who have a certain kind of behavior, who are interested in, let's say, technology products, or who are interested in fashion. So we can specifically target that group. In traditional marketing, we were targeting groups based on demographic profile. Then we have the pilot funnel ARRR. So this is what you can do to remember it for the purpose of examination. Acquisition, activation, retention, referral. Okay. So acquisition. Now here the focus is on acquiring new users. So when you build an app or you build a website, focus is more and more people should download the app, or more and more people should come to your website, visit your website. So initial stage focuses on how users discover the product or service. Key channels include organic search. So organic search means which is not paid for. Right? Now when you have a new product, website, app, how will people come to know about it? How will they come to know about it? Now the product is not established. You have not advertised. Through search engines, they may come to know about your product. Through social media, without your active advertising, people might come to know. So if suppose I buy a new product, I am very satisfied, I share my views on social media. So that way you are getting organic search without being paid for your product gets information. After acquisition is activation, where users experience the perceived value of the product. This often involves the first meaningful interaction with the product, frequently initiated by social links or calls to action. So, this is what is that you have come to know about a particular product or brand or website. Second is you actually visit the website or download the app. That is the moment here, first interaction. Okay. Now, with the product frequently initiated via social links and call to action. Call to action क्या रहता है? Buy now, last day. Okay, these are calls to action. Only for 2 days, only for 24 hours. This 100% discount or 20% and so on. Then retention. Strategies implement to encourage customers to return. Retention means that you are able to first time attract customers and bring him back. It should be such that the customer is coming back on his own. That is retention. You are able to first time you may be able to attract lot of customers. But how do you retain them, make them stay? Strategies implemented to encourage users to return to the product over time. This involves community management on social media platforms and personalized push notification to maintain engagement. So community management, you have a lot of social media platforms where you create communities based on your interest, based on certain products, on areas of interest, maybe fashion, maybe sports. Then comes another R, that is referral. Referral means today I am satisfied with a particular product, viral incentive. Now there, what is happening is empowering current users to advocate for the product. Now, if and yes, please sit properly. If I am satisfied with the product and I promote that product, tell 10 people about the product through my social media network, I am not being paid for it, but it becomes viral. I discuss it with 10 people, share it with 10 people who share it with 10 more. So this becomes viral, and all of this is free of cost. Okay? Because I am not being paid for this. Now monetizing revenue. Till now we are talking about acquiring customers, retaining customers, but what will we do by acquiring and retaining customers? Ultimately we have to monetize. Even Facebook, when it was launched, it did not have any source of income. When Google was launched, it did not have any source of income. Facebook said we have million users, they have reached million users, but they had no form of revenue. Ultimately, our aim is to monetize. If we have 1 million customers or million users, somehow we have to monetize that. That is, how do we convert it into monetary terms? If you upload a YouTube video and you feel very happy, I am getting 100 likes, okay, or thumbs up or like or subscribe or whatever. But until and unless your aim is to monetize and convert it into money, otherwise the 10,000 likes are of no use. Okay, so I can feel very happy. I uploaded a YouTube video and I got 10,000 likes or views. But that is of no use until and unless I convert it into monetary terms somehow, monetize that amount. Social platform ecosystem for Indian startups. For a startup is that they can take this advantage of social media when people, what is basically social media? Where people speak to each other, they talk to each other about products, services, ideas and so on. Now, from an economic perspective, we have LTV, that is lifetime value of a customer. So lifetime value means that it is greater than at least 3 times the cost of acquisition. So suppose, yes, please, in digital marketing, suppose your cost of acquiring a customer is 100 rupees. That means you spend 100 rupees to acquire one customer. Your lifetime value of the customer will be more than 300 rupees. So whatever you are spending in acquiring a customer, you will be earning at least more than 3 times the amount. That is lifetime value. Now what is lifetime value? Lifetime value is total amount of money you will spend with a particular seller. I used to work in a college where I used to have 1 cup of coffee every day. The price of coffee that time was 10 rupees. So when I left that college, that coffee retailer was very unhappy. He said, sir, I have lost so much money. If you copy 25 days in a month into 12 into 10, I would have lost a lot of money. So he was calculating or looking at this concept of NPV or lifetime value. So you acquire customers and then you look at the lifetime value of the customer. Because customer is not going to buy a product only once. If he is happy, he will buy it more often. Paid and optimization strategy. Now, till now we were looking at organic growth. Organic, I told you, is unpaid form. But here we also have paid form of advertising. Okay. So, paid optimization strategies. Your SEO is free of cost, organic. Whereas SEM, search engine marketing, is paid form. So startups must optimize the creative data feedback loop to prevent budget leakage. A/B testing, retargeting, lookalike audiences, all these are methods of paid advertising and paid promotion. Now, influencer marketing tiers. So you are all familiar with influencers on social media platforms, YouTube. There are a lot of popular influencers and they are earning millions. So in the Indian context, the creator economy is segmented by reach and engagement. So how many people you are able to reach and how many people you are able to engage and to what extent. So engagement depth means growth, result products or their usages and visible. Now whenever you receive a message from iPhone, so it's been sent from iPhone. If you send a mail from iPhone, उसमें लिखा रहेगा. So that way you are promoting iPhone. Everybody who receives that message will know that this person owns a iPhone. Otherwise को पता नहीं चलता कि आपने मुझे कौन से मोबाइल से मैसेज भेजा है. Weightless psychology. So weightless psychology this is followed by companies like Apple also. वो क्या करते हैं? They create an artificial scarcity. That ये shortage है marketing में, market में. He'll only launch 1,000 mobile phones. जो पहले जिसने ले लिया. So they create that artificial shortage in the market. Then API integration. API is, बताइए क्या होता है? API is a interface by percentage of social media visitors who successfully complete a pre-designed action such as purchase or form submission. So, if you are selling a product through a e-commerce platform, 10,000 people will visit the platform. Out of those 10,000, only 1,000 actually make a purchase. So conversion rate is 10%. Because out of every 10%, only 1% made the purchase. CTR is click-through rate. So click-through rate means whenever you see an online advertisement, you like that advertisement, you click on it and you go to the website, that is a click-through rate. So if again 100 people see it but only 10 people actually click on it, and go visit the website. So click-through rate would be 10%. Churn rate is number of customers who are leaving your organization or product or service. So some amount of churn will always be there. So these are three important KPIs. Then we have very interesting KPI called sentiment analysis. Now please, if you are making a project, then you can use sentiment analysis. कैसे? What you have to do is download 500 reviews. Again, you download 500 reviews from any website regarding any product. Then, if you try to analyze every review word by word, it is not possible. So you use some software, like I have shown you also Orange. So Orange you can use, and R and Python also you can use to carry out sentiment analysis. So it will say out of 500 reviews, 400 are positive, 100 are negative. So this is how sentiment analysis classifies reviews into positive, negative or neutral. Now, campaign type can be brand awareness, lead generation, app install or community. Primary KPI for brand awareness is reach or impression. What is the difference between reach and impression? How many people see your advertisement? That's the only thing. हर आदमी ने 5 बार देखा, तो impression हो गया 50, reach हो गया 10. ओके, 10 लोगों ने देखा, लेकिन हर आदमी ने 5 बार देखा, तो impression becomes 6. ओके, वीडियो व्यू परसेंटेज. अब कुछ एड्स तो आते हैं जिसमें you can skip, ठीक है, skippable ads. 10% people might still view the ad if they feel it is effective. Meta Ads Manager is for the website Meta. तो Meta में क्या क्या आता है? Meta में क्या क्या आता है? Facebook, WhatsApp. So this is a very interesting website, Meta Ads Manager, where you can see how to place an ad in a social media platform. Lead generation, KPI is cost per lead. Now when you go to a website like let's say class 24, okay, it will provide you a lead asset of interesting buying a Honda car. So it will take my mobile number and pass it on to the company that this person is interested in buying a Honda car. Okay. So what is the cost involved in generating a lead? Similarly, lead quality score, LinkedIn campaign manager, these are tools which you can use for social media marketing. Apps install, how many people download and install your apps? Okay, ये सब कई बार होता है, मैंने install करा, I didn't like it, within minutes मैंने delete कर दिया. Then community engagement rate member, sometimes one form a group on WhatsApp that becomes a community. Lot of people become members of the group and start sharing, so that becomes a community. position. So this is how. Now these kind of crosswords help in engaging customers on a website. So ऐसा website मिलेगा तो you can engage customers. Okay.
आप लोगों ने सब फीडबैक कर दिया तो आप लोगों को शेयर करो। अटेंडेंस के साथ क्रॉस वेरीफाई होगा। अगर आपने किसी ने फीडबैक नहीं करा तो आपकी अटेंडेंस नहीं लगेगी। आप अगेन रिपीटिंग है ना, फीडबैक नहीं होगा, रिस्पांस नहीं होगा, फिर अटेंडेंस नहीं लगेगी उस बच्चे की।
मैम कहाँ से देखो वही तो मैं पूछ रहा हूँ।
डिटेल्स आपको सारी शेयर कर दूँगी।
तो जाना कहाँ है? कब होगा ये?